That's another reason why I don't understand fried butter. That's really bad.
Hey internet, Chris and Kim here. What's going on? What's going on?
Hello, everyone.
A wonderful new day has dawned upon us. And in it, we just inhale and exhale.
Okay.
I'm trying to cool myself down because it's been pretty hot. Well, no, the temperature has been bipolar. And
Yeah, it
because
started to.
it's technically still winter, but
It really isn't. I woke up, I think it was 3 days ago,
and it was
and I was
freezing.
like, Lord, it's summer already. Because
Jesus.
it was like 80s,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Oh yeah.
After just going through 40s and stuff. I was really, I can't say that I was enjoying the cold this time
It
around.
was cool, but it wasn't cold. Just it was
Yeah, but
good.
those times when it
Yeah,
was super frosty,
were annoying.
I did not dislike that either. I
Mm.
like to bundle up, so it was nice, but then the sudden change
Yeah, and it happens
was
like in the middle of the
just,
night. It's just absurd.
it was. I was covered in all of my blankets, and I have about four of them. And I just like kicked off everything, and I looked at my roof, and it was like, it's summer already. And
It's
it was
only February.
just sweating. Like, when I don't know how it is for anybody else, but my neck does get really sweaty
I know what you mean.
when
Yeah.
it's hot around my neck area. So my pillow was just had like this wet area alongside it, and it was just like, ugh, this is so gross. So gross. Plus, I'm growing back out my hair.
Oh, so that's even adding to the heat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's something.
It's something.
I keep saying, okay, this time I'm gonna grow it out for real. I'm gonna grow it out longer than I've ever grown it out before.
I've heard this conversation from you many
I
times.
know. And
Then it
but I
gets.
found myself 2 days ago thinking,
This was a
I
terrible
mean, if
decision.
I cut it, would that be so bad? And I had to snap myself. I was like, no, this time you promised yourself that you're going to grow it out really, really long. And I was just thinking, but I am the only one who knows that
I look
promise.
forward to 4 months down the road and you're pulling at your hair and you're just mad at
Don't say
yourself.
this. Don't say this. Please don't say this. I want to really try with my hair. Over the years, I feel like I have not treated my hair healthily.
Hmm.
Although I have healthy hair, but I feel like I could care better for it.
Hmm.
And I really want to do well this time, so to speak. I want to do well by my hair, you
Okay.
know?
I just need to cut my hair more often instead of just letting it grow out.
You can let it grow out.
No, I don't want to let it grow out because it's tedious. It is annoying and tedious.
Yeah,
And I get
that's the
lazy,
reason
you
it
know?
is.
It is. And then just like get it cut and hell, dealing with a beard itself also is annoying and tedious. I love having a beard. I hate maintaining it.
Yeah, that's the thing. To maintain and to do groom and everything.
That's why I try to keep everything short. Just keep it all it trimmed, keep your skin clean and everything, because it's just so much easier than dealing with like, oh, I want to grow up my hair. I want remember when I
You
texturized my
texturized.
hair
Yes,
and with
yes.
routines, and that was I did it a couple of times, and I liked my hair texturized,
Did you?
but it hurts like a motherfucker to get it done.
Yeah, because the process is that thing that
The
kind of
product it
burns.
burns.
Yeah.
It burns. It's like pouring acid into your head, and then
It literally is.
and at that point I was like, oh, a lot of people just go through a lot of hell to look good, don't they?
But you know what? That's why I decided to stay natural
For
with my
now.
hair. Not for now. I don't ever want to go back to like straightening my hair or texturize my
Mm,
hair or whatever. There are definitely looks that I can't exactly achieve that I like
yeah.
unless I go that processed way, but I
Yeah.
don't want to do that. I just put my hair up or plait it down. I can't plait, but someone will. And put it under the wig
Twist.
that is styled the way that I like.
I got you.
I'd rather get the style by a wig than like damaging my hair. Yeah.
I remember there was a time when I wanted to plait my hair and I grew it out really long and realized that this is not worth it at all.
I was saying recently that I should really learn how to plait,
I
but
mean,
should I? Is
it's
it?
not hard. It's just
I should though.
you
If
should
I'm going to go
grow out
along
your
this
hair.
path,
You're going to need to
I
have to
should
plait it.
learn to plait it
You ever thought of
myself.
getting lots?
I have,
Mm,
but mm, since I know a thing or two about lots,
yeah,
since
you
I have
do.
worked with people in that space,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it now though.
Mm. Maybe when you get like I don't know down the road if you have it really long or
Here's the
something
thing.
like that.
Here's the thing. So lots are a real commitment,
Mm. Yeah.
They aren't something that you can just go back from if you want to try another style.
Yeah.
You have to be like committed to the locks lifestyle.
Yeah.
Truly, you know? So I'm definitely not there that. You know how I am. I'm like, I want to look this way, and
hmm
then I'll twist my hair or then I'll pull it out. I'm like, no, I'm having no style, just a free afro this time, and just
Then you're
okay,
like, I'm
no,
gonna
I
cut it bald.
exactly. So I'm definitely not to the place where I could do something as high level, committed as locks.
Okay.
No.
I think it will look good with lots, maybe.
I think I would look good with anything because I am beautiful
For
and
me,
sexy.
for me to get like lots or like my hair grows fast, but it plateaus in that it gets to a certain length and then it just slows the hell
I
down.
know you
You know
think
what I'm talking
that,
about, right?
but that's not what happens to you. Because I've seen your hair before
It's
at a.
really
Here's the
annoying.
thing. Here's the thing. You,
hmm
because you don't do anything with your hair, at a certain point, it gets, how should I say this? There is a length that your hair gets to when you have grown it all out to a certain point where you
hmm
think it's like all out,
Yeah.
but because it can't scrunch down anymore after you roll about in your sleep and you're doing other things and you're not really combing out to
Yeah.
see how
Yeah.
long it is, it's still growing, but you just think that it's not going anywhere. And I've seen you at that stage, and I
Yes.
keep telling you, Chris, you should twist your hair or something like that, and you're like, man, no. I'm like, Christopher, your hair is really long right now, and
Yeah.
you're thinking that it isn't, but it's because it can't, our hair bounces back after it's been like washed or something,
Yeah.
right? So, like I said, I know this is like a crude explanation, but it can't squeeze down. The coils can't squeeze down anymore.
hmm
And you're thinking that it isn't growing, but it is just staying at the same length visually to
But
you.
it's even more.
But
I
it
know
is
because
growing.
I normally could feel like the volume of it is like it's very very thick.
Mm-hmm.
So I know sometimes that yeah, I got a lot of hair right now on my head. I could probably do something with it. And like back when I was younger, yeah, I texturized it a couple of times. I thought that it was good. It was cool. I liked texturizing because it wasn't straightening, and I don't think it will look good with straightened hair. But
Mm-hmm.
it was a nice curl. It popped out the curls in my hair that I already have, and
Yeah.
it made it look good, right? But just maintaining that and going through the pain of doing that, because I remember well, I did it for a few months, and I went originally to the lady to the salon, and she did it nice, and that burned all my scalp and my
It
hair, and
does, yeah.
it was so painful. So I decided to just use the product at home the couple few other times, the bots that you just buy. And that burned too, but not as bad. It was just that the bots product was not as didn't burn as bad as when you're in the actual salon getting it done by a professional. So I did that a couple of more times, and I liked it still, but it's just like that constant maintaining. I just kind of like, it's much easier and cheaper on my teenage wallet to just go to a barber and get my hair cut.
Exactly.
Get my hair cut, get my beard fixed, get it straight and everything, and just get a nice edge everywhere, and it look better. It's much easier to maintain, and I don't have to deal with my hair being burnt. But yeah, how did we get this talking about hair?
I do not know. How did we?
I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, right. Sleeping and from the heat and the weather. Yeah. That's how we got here. Yeah.
But yeah, hair.
I did enjoy my texturized hair days.
I remember when you used to straighten your hair and you used to have it like red. Remember? Like slightly dyed. You looked really nice with that.
Didn't I just say that I look good with anything? But thank you. Right.
I've thought about dyeing my hair, but I don't think any good colors would. I don't know. I have to try.
The next color that I would like to dye my hair, because I've had like orange and stuff like that. I really would like to try shades of blue.
Blue?
I've said this for a while though. I haven't done it though.
Okay. Blue. I wanted to try like a bright red. I know it won't keep it for like too long, and it won't look good at all. I don't know
why everyone wants to try red.
Because it's like a really like just do it type of color. Just stand out kind of color, I guess. It's just insane.
I want the icy blue. You know the icy blue?
I know what you're talking about. I've seen people with that before. It's so
nice, but I want it. I want it to. Pardon me?
Like a part, like just a small part of the hair has the
No. So this is how I want it. I'm gonna grow my hair longer, but I should probably do it now. What I want is like most of the tips are at least 5 inches to be icy blue, and then when it grows out more, I'm gonna put a darker blue
on the actual...
Yeah, so I'm going for like 3 shades of blue, but they're gonna go into each other well. So the darkest is gonna be at my scalp, and
that's a lot of dye.
Lot of dye. But it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll look good, I guess. Yeah.
Chisholm, I look so
You have to dress accordingly now, though. You have to.
What are you talking about?
If you're dyeing your hair a particular color, you need to dress so that you match the hair. You have to dress to match the hair.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
In any case, let me tell you about the tea that I have today. I made a concoction.
I see this sitting over there in that weird looking jar. This
is my new favorite jar. It looks like one of those elixir ones in the magic that the witches have.
It looks like if you were going to open it and tell me this is a potion for my health or something.
It may be. So I'm going to let you try it first.
Okay.
Okay? Let me take this off. And here you go. Have some. Don't drink all, though.
Nice and warm. Smells
How
good.
does it smell?
It smells very good. Let me see.
Have some more. Have some more. How do you like it?
It tastes fine.
What is fine?
What is that? It has some lime in it in there. It tastes good. What is that? I can't. There's a taste there that I know, but I can't.
You want to keep trying little bits on your tongue?
All right, let me try one last time.
There's something that they do when they're testing, but I can't remember what they do. Something about letting air get on
the wine tasters.
It's
I know
not
what you're talking
for
about.
Wine, though.
It is for wine. It's
they
about
do it for coffee
air.
and tea as well, though.
Apparently taking the air while you let the flavors flow across your tongue. I don't know. A lot of that stuff is nonsense because...
Just do it.
I did. This is good. Look at you. Look at you.
Oh my goodness, went down the wrong hole. That's why you shouldn't smile and drink. In any case, what do you think about it?
It is nice. It's lemon, and it feels I could taste some lemon in it. It's not purely lemon. It's sweet, but not too sweet. But I don't know what the actual base is. What is that?
I have to tell you that I also don't know what the actual
What do you mean? You don't know what it actually is.
Okay, so this is what happened, right? I had a bunch of tea bags.
Oh my god.
But I don't like the tea bags that aren't like they aren't individually wrapped,
Oh yeah.
in their own special airtight wrapping. Those ones, they're just out and open.
Yeah, loose
They're
bags,
meant to
yeah.
be used.
Yeah.
Right? But I had some that were just sitting all together in this one container because I put them in there because they're all just open. And I didn't want them to really make I have another container. I didn't want them to influence the smell of that container. So I just put them into a different container themselves.
Okay.
And then I said, what if though I mix them together? And
so they've been sitting in this container for like a while now. Just
yes,
because I don't know if you've mentioned on the podcast, is that you collect teas.
I
like
do.
whenever you buy or use a thing, you always keep one or a couple of the bags
Right.
left over from
Right.
one kind of tea, just in case, because you're like, you never know, I might want to try something different a different day and stuff like that.
Yes, definitely.
So you had these just there sitting for some time now.
Right.
Okay.
There were, I think, 4 of them.
And you don't remember what they were.
No, I'm about to tell you what was definitely there.
Okay.
So there is the Tivana youth berry. There's
okay.
one of those. That's where the
I
fruity,
can
the
taste it now.
citrusy, like limey, mango, appley. That's where
Yeah.
that comes from. And then there was some kind of Jamaican herbal tea. Now, I don't know if that. I'm pretty sure that was ginseng.
Okay.
But I thought that it was ginger.
I mean, I could taste
It's
some.
ginsengy,
Yeah.
right? Though it smells like
It
ginseng,
smells like ginseng.
and it tastes like ginseng.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna go with. Okay. Then there was a black tea. A black tea. The brand wasn't on the black tea, but I know it was just black tea. It said black tea. And then inside of the container itself, at the very bottom, there was some kind of loose leaf. I didn't even remember putting it there. I think another bag opened, like spilled open in there. And I don't know what that is.
Okay.
So there were all tea leaves and
you
herbally
just-
fruity stuff. So I opened the other tea bags, I mixed them all together, shook up the container, whatnot, make sure everything was nice, and then I added some hot water to this and some sugar, and this is what we have. So
Okay.
there were 2 of the gingery ginseng bags though. So I think that's why that flavor is more prominent than anything else.
It mixes
and as
well,
well
with
as the fruity.
Yeah, the fruit.
Isn't
Yeah.
it nice?
It's very nice, actually. Still kind of suspicious looking, but
What do you mean? This is a beautiful color.
I like that. But yeah, I like mixing stuff like that together every now and then, teas and whatnot. Like chocolate and peanut butter
Chocolate and peanut butter what?
tea.
Oh, I've actually had this before.
Yes. So okay, what you do is that you make the chocolate, chocolate mix, any chocolate mix, just mix it, and then you take a spoon and you just dip it in the peanut butter and you just stir.
I can't say that I liked it though.
You just stir until it dissolves whatever it can off the spoon. Okay? And and it tasted pretty good.
You like it?
I like it because I remember when I was young, my friends introduced me to this guy who used to do peanut butter snow cones, and I loved that stuff. And I used to put milk on stuff for it and like that, and it was like the most amazing thing. And he was the only person who used to do the peanut butter snow cones.
I don't know.
And that's where
think
my
I've
whole
had these.
you never had one? It's so good. And that's where my whole peanut butter as a beverage type thing kind of like came up from. Like
Okay,
I
so
love it in I love it
I'm
as in
sure there
drinks
are
and stuff like that.
things that you can put peanut butter in, but for
Yes.
me, the chocolate tea isn't it.
Ah.
Because I tried it and it's first of all of the peanut butter doesn't get dissolved.
That's why you strain it like a normal
Why
person.
would I strain it?
Okay, you want the flavor of the peanut butter in the beverage, and
Exactly.
then when you realize there's enough flavor in the peanut butter, you pour it out into another container to strain out the bits of peanut butter that are left. That's all you do. You don't
Well,
need to
I
leave the
don't
peanut butter
like
in it.
it.
Oh, that's fine, but I love peanut butter, and I put it on everything. Like you introduced me. I blame this for you.
What are you talking about?
You reignited my love for peanut butter when you introduced me to the peanut butter and oats.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so this one is godly.
it is godly, isn't it?
Everybody, if you don't have a nut allergy or anything like that, but peanut butter, B tier? What is B tier? Peanut butter with oats is wow.
Amazing.
It is. The thing that makes it so amazing is the creaminess. The peanut butter brings a more rich and creamy flavor to the
Yes,
oats, and
yes.
it is just wow.
It really. And oatmeal has never tasted better. I like
Exactly.
to do
You could
that and
even
then
add
put
some
I
bananas in
put banana
there,
exactly put banana on top and stuff like that.
That is it.
It's really I love oatmeal by itself already, and I'm a huge eater of it. Like when I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to cook, or if I break in the morning, I just want to quit breakfast with some tea, oatmeal. Like straight up oatmeal, simple bowl of oatmeal, add a little bit of sugar, peanut butter, a little bit of water, some milk. That is my jam. I love it. It's just so damn delicious. Like I just love peanut butter oils. I could talk about it forever and
You didn't like really the peanut butter and the marmalade, the
no.
orange marmalade,
I
though.
like orange marmalade and I like peanut butter, but I do not like the two of them a lot together in like a sandwich or something like that. Orange marmalade is really, really good. I prefer it with like normal butter or like that particular butter that we had not too long ago. It has a nice creamy taste to it. No, they're butter flavors, but I can't remember.
Okay.
But it was a particular type
Which
of
butter?
it's the country what they call.
Crock?
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different
Yeah, they
types of
have
butter,
different
different
types.
flavors of it. But it was one that was a little saltier.
Okay.
And when I had that, I put on a slice of bread or toast, and then put on the orange marmalade. I find that as pretty good, pretty good because the marmalade, something about the orange marmalade is just so sweet that, and then it does not taste good with peanut butter.
I cannot believe you right now.
What?
I cannot understand how you could like the peanut butter in the chocolate,
Because
but
peanut butter and
not the
chocolate is good. Do you like Reese's? Or you don't like?
No,
Oh
no, I
right,
don't
you
actually.
don't like.
I'm a what do you call it? I'm anti peanut butter and chocolate.
Wow.
Okay, that's not true. I have come to not dislike the flavors together over
Like,
the years,
hmm
but I don't really I wouldn't seek it
I got
out,
you.
you know?
What do you feel about chocolate and mint?
Yeah, I like that. I know that you don't
It
really.
depends on the type of chocolate and mint because some of them are good and some of them just taste terrible. Some of them just taste like mint and dark chocolate type of situations. I hate that
That's
stuff.
usually what the situation.
It's terrible. It's a terrible situation all around. Like I don't hate mint and chocolate. Like I like mint. You have a choco mint ice
Ice
cream?
cream,
Yeah,
yes.
that's pretty good. That type of combination is
Well, I
great.
think it depends who makes
It's
it,
all
but
about the brands, yeah.
usually it's good.
Usually it's good, but yeah, mint and chocolate is just it's just nasty. It's not
Wow.
good at all.
Speaking of something green,
Uh,
um,
not all mint is green, but yes.
speaking of the green mints,
Uh,
I tried to make green tea cookies the
oh
other
right, you
day.
did The matcha cookies.
It was a failure.
It was a failure, but they did taste good. I like it.
It was a situational failure though. It failed
Situation.
because I did not have significant the required utensils is what I'm going to blame it on. Of course I should remembered, but I didn't anyhow. And I had to go through the process. Since I couldn't make the cookies, I was like, okay, what if I try to make the batter into pancake batter?
And they tasted good too.
They were okay. But that I realized that they were going to be kind of like really soft.
Ah,
They wouldn't have any firmness to them, and since I was going for cookies originally,
might as well
it
just
just
switch over. Yeah.
yeah. And then I said, okay, look, the baking ain't gonna work. The frying isn't gonna work. The next thing up is boiling.
And then you made dumplings.
I made dumplings.
They tasted good too. I
The
really
dumplings
think
were the saving grace. I'm so glad that I didn't
those
have to
were
waste
fantastic.
the batter,
Yeah.
honestly.
I feel that the universe they made you fail the first two things to make the dumplings because those were really, really good in my opinion.
I
Like
know.
really amazingly good. Like
Oh
that
wait,
matcha
they
inside was
were.
just
Did you ever find out what the secret ingredient was?
oh no.
I think I did tell you though.
What was it?
It was almond essence.
Ah,
Also, I used a little of we had almond milk at the time, and I used a little bit of it to,
the bind.
bind the dough.
Ah,
Yeah, so it was
yeah.
almond matcha dumplings in the end.
Those tasted really good. They weren't too sweet, and I find that as I'm getting older and older, I can't handle things too sweet. And I find in myself making things a little bit with too little sugar, especially some of my baked stuff. But yeah, those were just the right amount of sugar and sweetness, and actually savory. But I don't know what it is, but it was perfect in my opinion.
You're talking about the things I did?
Yeah,
They weren't savory at
they weren't
all.
savory, but I guess it's just my tongue. My tongue is
Definitely.
changing now over the years, but it tasted great to me. It hit my palate like a nice, delicious brick. Oh, speaking of nice, delicious bricks, um, those things other things that you made at a later point. What were they?
The
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 cheese
cheese
balls.
balls. Yeah.
Yes. Now that, Kim,
No.
those
See?
were the peak of your culinary talents.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
They were so damn delicious.
Okay, I just want to say that I have obviously, definitely done
Mhm.
things that were much better than that. So I don't know what
Probably.
is wrong with you.
I just like I told you when you made them, they were like really good. Like everything about them, they had nothing was wrong with them.
That's not true
The
though.
cheese was good on the inside. The dough was really, really good. It's
Okay,
just
okay.
ah,
The
and the
ones that the
flavors.
cheese stayed inside of
Yeah.
were successes.
Huh?
But some of the cheese spilled out from some of them.
Ah.
It was so annoying, but I ate the cheese anyway. I did eat the cheese that spilled out. Psh. But I don't think they were that good.
I thought they were really good though.
In terms of taste, you think they were really good?
They were fantastic. The taste is definitely wasn't important. I don't care. I'm not like some fancy chef that cares about how things look and things like
No,
that.
for me, the taste wasn't that good either.
What? What is this? You made them and you
No,
don't think
yeah,
they were
I can
good?
admit that because I made them.
What? This is absurd. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to remake them the same way you did them.
No, no, no. So
Because they were
let me tell
freaking
you,
amazing.
there's something that I did. I added some sugar.
Uh-huh.
I didn't add a lot of sugar to them. I found that the sugar was too sweet though.
Oh.
When I tasted them afterwards, I was like, this is a nice taste. Along with the seasoning and spices that I put in, it was good.
Uh-huh.
However, it felt slightly too sweet.
Oh.
So next time I would still add sugar.
I didn't really taste any sugar at
It
all.
doesn't matter
They were very
about
savory.
you,
The
is what
dough
I'm
was
saying.
the
You did
bread and the
not taste what
cheese.
I tasted. I'm glad that you liked them and everything,
Uh-huh.
but they weren't that good to me.
I I I don't know how to feel about this, but yeah, okay, sure. Whatever's. How did you feel about my donuts though that I made at the end of last year?
Um, your donuts.
Yes. With the little glaze that I made for them.
Your donuts were great.
Thank you. That's why I
Is that
brought
the
it up.
end?
That's
Is
why I brought it up
that
so you so
okay?
you could praise me now about how great my
Oh,
donuts were.
I
Yeah.
thought they were really great. I had a lot of them, and then
Yeah.
I had a bone stomach when I went to the bathroom. So,
I'm sorry.
while I was eating them, I wasn't thinking about how bad it would affect me. I was just thinking about, hey, these are so good. And I think I didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day. I was just going back and getting more donuts. And I think they were gone within the day
Yeah.
as well.
Yes, because I made a lot so that everybody could have some.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
It is.
You
It
don't want to eat
is.
that much amount of flour in your body. But it was the
Not in a
holidays,
day.
so who cares? Everybody suffers after the holidays. Their
Do
guts
they?
scream out. Well, yeah, because you're always eating a ton of stuff.
After the holidays, usually people are like, well, my New Year's resolution is to go to the gym and to lose weight and to be healthy. I'm going to drink more water and have more kale. They're like that.
Kale. Uh,
Yeah. They're not like, well, let it go.
I'm all about letting it go. Those were good times. But anyways, I kind of want to make something that I saw the other day on YouTube.
What?
It's kind of like a cookie, but not a cookie. It's kind of like what you made with the cheese balls, but inside is like a lot of coconut. Like turnovers. You know turnover, but
Oh,
it's like a small version of it. Whereas like the dough. So, but what I plan to change it. What they did, I plan to like instead of just like making it one ball and then putting the coconut inside and then like baking it,
hmm
I plan to actually make a big like stretch out of dough, put the coconut on it, kind of like a turnover, roll it up, and then fry.
you're gonna fry it?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. So before you said fry it, it sounded you were just going to make a river cake
Yeah. A
to
river
be.
cake. River cake. Oh man, I haven't had a river cake in
I
years.
did not used to like river cake actually.
What?
I didn't.
Why not? It's just like a different type of like turnover, but
It's just
it's
the
more sugary. It's kind of like a sugar cake coconut inside of an
right. I
actual
did not
pastry.
like how the dough feels.
Oh.
I've never really liked how texture in my mouth. I don't really
That's.
enjoy
I
it. That's
understand.
it's a
I
feel.
understand.
You know how they say the mouth
I
feel.
know.
The mouth
Sometimes
feel for me was not very enjoyable.
because some stuff is tastes good, but the texture in your mouth is not very
Yeah.
pleasant. I know what you mean. Yeah. Kind of like eating okras for me.
I love
I hate
okras.
okras.
Whew,
They're extremely slimy and
I
gross.
love that.
That's the part that just me gagged for years. I just hated it because it was just gross and slimy.
But you know what's gross and slimy?
What?
Tomatoes.
We can have this conversation all the time.
But they are, and you love tomatoes.
I do.
So
They're not okay. Okras are slimy. Tomatoes are wet. They aren't the same thing.
if you eat a tomato, it's slimy.
No, you don't. No, it's
If you
not.
eat a whole tomato,
Yes.
it's slimed
No, it's
and the
not.
seeds fall out
That
into
is
it.
juiciness,
Oh
Kimberly.
my gosh. Okay, whatever.
When you
It's the
cut open.
sticky, the bitter, sticky stickiness that you're talking about with the okra,
Yes,
right?
when you open the
Okay.
okra, you can see all the inside and it's got all this sticky slime and it's stretching from one. When you cut open a tomato and you pull out the seeds, it ain't got none of that sticky slime.
All
It's
right. All
slippery.
right.
Yes, and
Okay.
juicy.
I understand.
It's not that slimy nastiness and it's going down your throat. Ugh, gross.
It's not that bad.
I prefer when they're cooked into food proper, not like when you like a side dish type of thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because some people just like steam okra, or they just like cook it and then put it with like food or whatever.
I
But
love
I
them
like it.
anyway.
I would rather eat okra when it's chopped up and then cooked. I do not want it a whole okra.
Yeah. Speaking of chopped up, there's a way that they do them. They do them as side dishes at those stores. I can't even remember where they're sold anymore. But they cut them up
Hmm.
and then they put them in batter and fry them.
Oh, I've had that
I
before.
think they call them hush puppies, but I could be wrong.
That's a hush
Is
puppy,
it?
no.
I don't know. In any case, I love them like that as well.
Okay. I mean, putting anything in batter and frying it normally is tastes is good.
That's it.
Yeah. You know you could get fried like butter here or
The
fried ice
reason why
cream.
I don't understand that is that the butter itself must have some kind of flavor that I enjoy, right?
I don't know.
What
That just
I don't
seems like a heart
understand.
attack in general. I mean, most deep fried stuff in a bunch of like batter is already going to kill you, but why the butter? I don't really
I
get
don't
that.
this is what I mean.
But you
I
never know, it
have
might be very
tasted
delicious.
butter.
Yes.
I have tasted salted butter, unsalted butter, churn style butter. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Honey nut
And
butter,
exactly. What I don't understand is
frying it.
why, on top of something that is kind of already flavorless,
Hmm.
butter is so on its own, it's not really enjoyable.
I mean, yes, it is enjoyable depending on the flavor and it's good.
Okay, would you sit down and eat butter? You know how you sit? This is what I mean.
No.
You know how sometimes when you go into the kitchen
Uh-huh.
or wherever you're like, you want a snack, but you don't know what to choose from here, or you don't have the kind of snack that you want. And then you see the peanut butter. You like peanut butter, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like,
I'll take a
I'll have a
spoon.
spoon of peanut butter.
Yeah.
You would not say, I'll have a spoon of butter. Right?
What is it? That's all I got, Kimberly.
You wouldn't though, because it's not the flavor. There's nothing there.
I mean, butter is good, my dude.
Butter is good, but all
But
I'm
I
saying
understand.
on its
You're not gonna
own,
just like eat a whole brick of butter. It's not
exactly.
the type of thing you do unless you're really kind of
The
down
butter
in the
must have
ditch.
something more to it. Is it I don't know, peppermint flavored butter? It has to be something. Why is it being fried?
I I don't know what to tell
It's
you.
empty in the first place.
People people fry anything and eat it. Okay, like truly. Didn't you see the fried I don't remember if it was roaches, but it was fried like grasshoppers or locusts or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I think that's different.
it is. But I mean, people will fry and eat anything, even butter. You can have fried ice cream if I remember correctly. I don't know how it works, but I do know that's a thing that can occur.
I have also heard of this. I also don't know how it works.
But
So I
yeah,
couldn't say.
I like frying stuff, but again, as I've been getting older and older, I can't eat as much of it anymore. I can't. Maybe some chips every now and then, maybe some fries, maybe fry up some chicken. I'd rather bake my own chicken or whatever, but I cannot eat fried stuff as much as I used to anymore.
Well, you know what my problem
It
is.
ruined. Well, yeah,
Is your problem my problem?
yeah,
Okay,
the
then good.
guts just can't deal with it anymore.
Yes, they don't agree at all with the oil.
Yeah, the oil. And I think that's why I don't buy a lot of fried stuff anymore. I'd rather do it at home
Right,
and with my
because then
own
you know
oil.
that a bunch of different things weren't
Yes,
fried in it. Like they didn't
exactly.
also fry seafood in the same oil that they fried the chips. Yeah. And I'm sure that that's not really like a problem
It's not really a
problem
problem.
necessarily in the restaurant industry, but my gut, and as you are, finding out your gut,
Yes.
just don't, they can't handle it.
You can't handle it anymore, which is unfortunate because I love fried stuff. I mean, every now and then I would do bakes or like fish cakes or like a deep fried pancake type of situation. Every now and then I do that. But yeah, oily stuff is just it is a gateway to killing myself, and I don't really need that right now.
Yeah. But I find that when we do have, when we do the when we do the oil, when we do the
When
oil,
we drink the oil from the bottle with our butter sandwich,
I heard you can have fried oil.
that is not a thing.
It was a joke. Um, but when we do have fried stuff, it is better,
Yeah, when you do it on your
definitely.
own.
Because you know that you're using fresh oil.
Hmm.
Firstly, you know that the stuff that you're about to fry as well isn't from, strange origins. Yeah, so we don't have to like question
And you
anything
could
when we
better
do it.
prepare your gut for when it happens, anyways.
Yeah, if you if you're like me, you'll be like, do I really want to do this today?
Yes.
Because, I had plans to have diarrhea next week, but if we want to speed up my schedule, then
We could
it'd be
have
best to do it on
the
Thursday.
best we do it on Thursday. Have that fried food and that big old milkshake ready to go. A
Exactly.
double combo just to wreck your insides.
Yeah, sometimes I know that what I'm about to have is just going to be so
But
wrong.
that is a problem for future Kim. That is
Exactly.
her problem. Right now, you are like, I need to have this goddamn deep fried pigtail. Ah,
Oh my goodness.
I
Speaking
miss
of that,
barbecue
that's
pigtail,
so
Kim.
annoying.
And it's,
Because I don't think. Oh no, I can't say that. I haven't had a pigtail since I've developed these problems. But if I had
if
pigtail
somebody,
and it made me like if I started to have pigtail again and the stuff that I really used to enjoy again,
uh huh,
I don't know how I could look at certain foods, and enjoy eating. How could I
anymore.
enjoy eating anymore when I can't enjoy the stuff that I like?
Uh huh.
That's why when people say that they become somebody who just they eat to live instead of like enjoying it, I'm saying the only way that I'd become like that is if I couldn't enjoy the stuff that I liked anymore.
Mm,
Like if like this thing that I'm reading now, the guy he lost he got in an accident
uh huh.
and he damaged some part of his brain. So his olfactory and
Oh,
his taste.
are
He
gone.
damaged that, and
Mm.
he is so sad. And no, no,
It
I'm not
is
saying that.
sad.
I'm not saying that he's like a pathetic man. I'm saying that
I
he
know.
is
I would be
devastated
devastated too.
because he was a chef,
Oh wow, that
and
sucks.
I nearly cried when I was reading it as well because he was crying and he was eating the food,
You
and
can't taste it.
it was just so
You
sad.
can't smell it.
Yeah, yeah. He was like,
Oh god,
how is he going to anything anymore, right? Anyhow,
bruh.
it turns into a totally different thing though because it's like he is in a virtual world and he can actually do that. So it turns into a
Completely different thing altogether.
right.
But just
But
that moment
that
was like
part was so
that was eye
devastating.
opening for you.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want to be like that.
Just not being able to smell fucks up your taste.
It does.
Like it's not great. Like no, when you're sick and you can't breathe through your nose properly, you can't smell properly. It's all blocked up. And
Yeah.
when you eat food, it has a weird, funny taste.
Yes.
Exactly. So imagine not being able to taste and smell.
I know.
That's a horror story right there.
It
Because I
is.
like to eat, and the
Exactly.
part of eating that is enjoyable is tasting and savoring the food and the smells. You
Yes.
know, like goddamn, that'd be terrible.
There's something I want to try.
What?
It's this thing called furikake. It's a Japanese seasoning.
Okay.
It's made with, you can make it with like dried bonito
Hmm.
flakes or soy sauce and seaweed bits and, other things. And you put it on rice or you can put it in onigiri and whatnot. I don't want to I don't want to make a dry seasoning though. I want to try making my own
Oh.
version of that,
Uh huh.
but I want to make it wet.
Oh, okay.
A
So that you
wet
could like put
seasoning.
like for food or like put it in meat.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
that's
say that it has like strong seafood
because it tastes because
taste,
it is
right?
seaweedy beneath the flesh, all that stuff.
I would like to try that
Okay.
or just make my own,
Yes.
really.
You remember when a few years back you used to make kimchi
I don't even want to talk about that.
and how nobody else liked it, but I loved it.
I don't understand that.
It
I mean, I didn't make kimchi the
the
exact
exact
way
way.
that it was made.
No,
So
I still found it very delicious.
I did not dislike it per se, but it did not grow on me either.
I literally used to just open up a nice big old piece of bread and just put the kimchi in it, and then cover it with like a little bit of mustard and put mayonnaise on
I
one side of
know
the
I
bread and
saw
eat
you
it.
making those sandwiches at the time, and I was
Yes.
just thinking, I think I asked, you like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I made it, and I enjoy it with like my rice or in my noodles or
Or with
something like
some
that.
meat or whatever.
Yeah,
I
but
just like how it tastes in a sandwich. It
strange.
was very strange because I don't even think I like it. I would eat that now, but for some whatever reason, spicy cabbage just hit right for me.
I like
I
cabbage.
love cabbage. It is not the most tasty leafy vegetable, but I like it.
I especially like it steamed plain,
Me too.
honestly. I do not
Even
like
though they say,
sauerkraut,
oh,
even though they say what?
that steamed vegetables are not as good as just like cutting them up and then put them into food and stuff
Is
like
that
that.
what they
I
say?
think so, yeah. But
Um, you lose as long as the vegetables go through some any
sort
kind of
of,
cooking
you
process,
lose
you're gonna
some
lose some
nutrients, so it
nutrients
doesn't really
anyway.
matter.
So,
Yeah,
of course, you could eat it raw, but cabbage, you know,
cabbage is
sometimes
fantastic.
cabbage plain is not very good.
It isn't. It's well when you put it into like coleslaw and stuff like that, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
but
love
like I
coleslaw.
just said, when it's plain,
It's not very good. It's just there.
yeah,
That's why you steam that motherfucker and just eat them.
yeah.
Mm.
Um,
Something that I really want to talk about. Let us talk about soy sauce.
uh, I just say, let me just say before you say, everybody should have soy sauce in their home. It is
Yes.
a staple in the cabinet. That's
Yes.
my opinion.
It is. It's like salt or pepper. It needs to be there.
Exactly.
It is just such a good way to add a salty or savory flavor to something without adding salt if you don't want to use salt as
Exactly,
well. It
exactly.
is good on top of, especially rice. I love it in rice. Anytime at all. I've tried it on oats. I know that it sounds disgusting,
It isn't.
but it
Didn't I
worked.
have thing oats the other day and you tried
Nice and
it?
savory oats is
Yeah, I had
fantastic.
savory oats.
It is amazing. It is
You
very good.
tried it.
It is very good.
But I had it mixed with something.
What?
What did I do?
I don't
I
know.
put oats in something.
What?
Ah, there was leftover food.
Mm-hmm.
It was rice, and it wasn't enough to sustain me. I added oats. Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was great.
Yes. I like soy sauce is king.
It is.
Okay? It is when I stir fry stuff, when I stir frying the meat, what I'm gonna throw? Some soy sauce. Of course. And a little bit of ketchup on top of that. And mix it together with some spices and stuff. Done. Easy, simple food to make. Soy sauce is like, I don't know. I wouldn't drink it from the bottle, but
Obviously.
I mean, you never know.
It is that. It brings that savory, salty MSG goodness. If you don't have MSG, then soy sauce is,
That's a good
the
second.
next thing.
There's also fish sauce. right? Which is
Fish sauce is good.
fish
Of
sauce is
course, it's
good.
fishy,
It is very fishy.
but the flavors that it brings is
It's
really
really good
nice.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to use it when I'm making fish cakes. Just to like just to add a little,
I
know.
made a mistake the last time with that though.
But,
Remember, I did fish cakes. I don't remember when I did them. It was
it
recently,
was
a couple
recent.
of months now.
Yeah.
I added salt, but I also added fish sauce.
Yeah.
And you know the fish sauce is already salty.
Yeah.
So I felt that the fish cakes were too salty.
I thought they were fine.
I do
They
not
were
understand
perfect.
you.
They were. I don't know what you're talking about. I remember you being like, "How? Oh, I made these, but they're a bit too salty." And I was like, "No, this is the right amount of
the
saltiness."
fish by itself
was already salty.
salty. And I added a little bit of salt. But then I added fish sauce as well
Exactly.
to enhance the flavors after it fried. It was too salty
It
to
was
me.
good.
If I hadn't had added the salt, or if I hadn't had added the fish sauce, I think it would have been just right.
I think you would have ruined it.
Well, whatever.
This whole evening has just been you saying, I made this thing and it was good, but there was an issue, and just me being like, no, it was perfect. Because it was.
I'm just not satisfied with the things that I make, I think.
Okay.
Probably.
I wanna do over something that I made in the past.
What?
The donut twist. Because
listen to this.
I messed
I
up the
love
first-
those.
I know they were fine. They were.
You want to fix those, but I love those.
I know you do. There was an issue the time I made them, and the other thing, the Korean thing that I used to make all the time.
Makdang. Oh my god!
I
You haven't made that in a long time.
I haven't made that in a long time. I can make some of that.
But the reason that I have a problem with that is with the oil.
Because it needs to be fried.
I know.
And it's pretty much you're frying small pieces of dough. But
I remember one time you did them that was really bad for me.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was really bad.
But I think I have a new way to do it now. What I'm going to do is when I'm rolling out the process is let it roll and let them rise a tiny bit and then roll them smaller again and then fry. That should help compact them enough so as that not oil seep into the actual pastry.
You don't put butter in there, do you?
No, I don't.
Because butter is really bad when you're frying.
I don't put butter in there.
That's another reason why I don't understand fried butter. That's really bad health-wise.
Yeah, the butter might be bad, but people will fry anything. But yeah, I want to get back to making like some more makdang. There's a few of the Korean things that I wanted to try, but I didn't at time. There's this particular cake that has like a bunch of meat on it and a bit of vegetable. It's a lot of like finer work.
A cake with meat and vegetables.
It's a small like a cake. It's like a little, like as big as a cookie, but it's like meat on it and some vegetables on it and like a little over covering of it. So it's like...
Is it a dumpling?
It kind of looks like a dumpling, but it's not a dumpling. You get what I mean? But yeah, that and dumplings. I really want to roll out my own dumpling dough and put stuff inside of it. A whole bunch of like fish and meat and pork and all sorts of stuff like that.
That would be nice. I've been thinking of doing the same thing as well.
Dumplings, because there's the normal just dough dumplings that you can easily make.
Right, they don't have any filling. They're basically like dango, but we use flour. I mean, like I say normal flour, but dango uses different kind of a rice glutinous flour.
Yes, I know what you mean. Closer to like mochi
right?
Type flour. But yeah, they're more of a doughy delight to have, and like normally put in gravy along with like the meat and everything like that. And then put it alongside the rice. Well, I think we've reached the end, so I'd like to thank you guys for listening, watching, whatever. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you, everyone.